Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How the fuck are you?
I'm okay. Long time no here.
Are you using headphones?
No, I'm not.
I thought we covered this a lot.
Okay, how is this?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, now I guess we're waiting on Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Frantically shuffling cables around because I only got so many connectors.
What kinds of connectors?
Audio, the RCA jack. Double
Oh.
females. I only have 3 and I should have 4. Yeah. So interesting.
No, why do you have a double female? Like, I don't see the point of that.
To connect 2 males.
Yeah, but why would you need to connect 2 males?
Because it's not gay when it's in a 3-way.
Oh my god, no. How I've missed this.
That was a beautiful joke, and I'm very proud of it, and that is definitely making the cut.
I haven't heard that for a long time.
Yeah, right? I haven't heard it since today.
Since today?
Yeah. I have a playlist on Pandora that started off as Stephen Lynch.
Oh.
And has just evolved over the last several years into wonderfulness.
Nice.
Just all kinds of fucked up music. My coworkers look at me like, what the fuck are you listening to now? Like, it's music, man. Get off my back. But what are they singing about? About how her boyfriend's gay and she'll be sad when he figures it out.
Yeah. I've been listening to like Gucci Mane all day.
I never heard that.
He's a rapper. It's
I know.
Like, pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm listening to this rap and doing my computer science homework simultaneously. So that was a pretty interesting combination of activities.
Okay. Well, I was watching VHS tapes all last Sunday and modifying an old Alfie 2 computer toy that I got when I was 5 to be a nightlight. And then I cut my fingertip off.
Oh, God.
Like almost completely the fuck off.
Is it okay? Like, did you clean it and stuff?
Well, yeah, of course I did. And then I went to the doctor 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I roll.
Yeah, what did the doctor say?
The doctor said, you're an idiot. You should have came in sooner. You damn near cut that thing off. I'm going to give you Percocets and antibiotics.
Nice. You should sell the Percocets.
No.
Just tough it out.
No.
What?
I'm not. No, I am toughing it out. The Percocets are for later.
Okay, cool.
When they won't go straight to the pain, you know?
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying, is that you should sell them to people.
I'm not going to sell them to nobody. They're mine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They got my name on. It's legal.
Oh, that's true.
I am 100% legit with this shit.
That's true. You should maybe just take Tylenol until then.
I ain't even taking Tylenol. I've been working climbing ladders at the fucking zoo.
What? You work at the zoo?
Occasionally. They have hydraulics in the gorilla enclosure that we maintain.
Your life sounds like so interesting.
No, it doesn't, because it's not.
It totally does.
Yeah, I watched, Burbs, Major Payne, Forrest Gump, Good Morning Vietnam. I went through my VHS collection and pulled out like 7 movies and watched them all day. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh.
And I just tinkered with the fucking robot all day, and I'm just about done with it. And with what all you've been doing, I feel so inadequate because I'm just so proud of this little light board that I made.
What did you make? What does it do?
Nothing yet.
But like, what's the idea? Like, do you have like a microcontroller? Like, what do you?
No,
use?
Nothing that fancy. I'm doing it all with diodes.
Oh, okay.
70s style tech.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like for one of my physics courses, our last lab was like you had to build. Oh, okay.
Welcome everybody to the quote-unquote shoe number 91, the techno shoe. For right this moment, it's just me, Rob Livingston. I'll be your host this evening, and also with me is Shamana Sham.
Hey, what's up? Hey, can I just mention that you interrupted me to make this intro?
I did, and it was beautiful. And now we're on Twitch.
Oh, we're live. Is anybody watching us?
No. Don't get your hopes up. No.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know why else it would be on Twitch.
Basically, all he's going to do is he's got a set of red, magenta, and blue LEDs in his chest that are going to cycle back and forth through the three colors. That's what all the diodes are for.
Oh.
And then lights behind the faceplate. And then I hollowed out all the buttons, and I took 1 hertz flashing LEDs and made a matrix for all of those. And I'm going to embed them in the buttons and black them out so that the buttons will blink. He'll have the changing light in his chest because I cut out the middle where the game card used to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put a piece of clear acrylic in there.
So what is the purpose?
Nightlight.
Oh, that's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really, because I was at my cousin's house a few years ago in South Carolina. Mind you, I grew up in New York. And we go into his son's room and we sit down and we're talking, and I look up in the closet and I see the side of it and I'm like, no fucking way. And I reach up and it's my goddamn Elfie tooth that I got when I was 5 fucking years old.
Oh my God.
1986.
Throwback.
The fucking faceplate is still intact.
You could sell it.
It was supposed to be, nah, fuck that. I've already cut it apart.
Oh, true.
I've butchered it. I need body filler and all kinds of fun stuff.
Is this nightlight for you or for your kids? It's for you. Okay.
I love funky lights. I've built so many funky lights down here. It's not even funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to build more.
It's not funny. It's funky.
It is funky. It's funky as fuck. Oh. Funky fucking fresh fuck. Wow.
That's the title of this week's shoot.
Funky fucking fresh fuck?
Yeah.
Funky fucking fresh fuck. Welcome to number 91. Funky fucking fresh fuck.
Yep, basically.
So, Sham, I've been super excited to find out what the fuck it is you're actually doing, because I don't know. Not exactly.
Okay, so I'm actually doing like 5 million things at once. So right now I'm just going to talk about McGill Robotics, I guess. So I joined this team last year. It's the biggest engineering student design team on campus. And last year I initially joined as part of the Mars rover project in the electrical division. So yeah, so what they do is they teach you how to route a circuit board. Like you design your own circuit boards, you get them printed, and then they come in and you like solder the components to them and test them out yourself. I actually didn't get to do that because the board that I designed, we ended up not using it because I guess we didn't need it. But I still have it. It's on my keychain. But yeah, and then near the end of last year, I mean, actually, like second semester last year, one of the guys in robotics was like, hey, like we should make a hackathon. And he was like desperately looking for people to help out. So I was like, I'll get involved with this. It looks interesting. And like...
Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, can you define a hackathon?
A hackathon, okay, so basically it's just an event where people get together for maybe like 24 hours straight and they just build something. So usually these are software projects.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the majority of hackathons. But ours was a hardware hackathon because people had to build robots in 24 hours.
Yes.
I know, and it was pretty awesome. We were able to get a lot of hardware for our participants to use. Like, we were partnered with MLH, which is Major League Hacking, the official student hackathon league. And they donated a ton of hardware. I mean, they didn't donate it, they lent it to us. So people got to work with like Oculus Rifts and like Pebble smartwatches and all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah. So that was really interesting. But yeah, so that's what I did last year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
To have actual resources.
Yeah, I know.
And the ability to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lack both those things. I'm dangerous. I know enough to hurt myself.
Well, that's a start.
I know enough to get myself hurt, and that's about it. And that's probably as good as it's ever going to get for me.
Well,
like I could build a 3D printer.
Yeah.
I could physically build one, but there's no way in hell I could ever make it talk to the computer. It's not possible.
That's very that's actually a huge theme in RoboHacks, is like interfacing between software and hardware.
Right.
Because like it is difficult, but it gives you another venue through which you can express your creativity, and you can innovate and you can create something incredible. And so that's why I think RoboHacks got so much attention. Like it won this huge award in Quebec, actually like last week or something. We won a huge grant, and it's a really big deal. Yeah. So that was awesome. Oh, so I forgot to mention my role last year. So since it was really new, people were not really showing up to meetings because people were not getting involved with this. So like I showed up to one meeting, and then the next meeting, the head guy in charge is like, "Hey Sham, do you want to meet like 30 minutes before?" And I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And then he's like, "Okay, you're going to be director of technology." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I've been to like one meeting, but okay." And so my job consisted last year basically picking out the kinds of hardware that we would need.
Stepper motors, etc.
Ordering, yeah, exactly. Like servos, like a bunch of resistors, LEDs.
We need Arduinos. We need all the fucking Arduinos.
Yeah. Oh my god, don't even like, I don't even want to hear about Arduinos anymore, because getting microcontroller boards was a huge headache for us. Yeah. Like we got Raspberry Pis, and yeah.
This is one of the favorite conversations I've ever had on the show.
Oh, I'm so
because I love nerding out on this shit.
Yes, me too.
I mean, granted, most of my projects are limited to literally just LEDs and something that doesn't need them, but
no, I mean,
it's the process.
If you're working with diodes, like, you can step that up. Transistors are basically just like networks of diodes, right?
Right.
So if you work with transistors, then you can actually build a computer. And so, like what I was talking about earlier before you rudely interrupted me,
to the intro to the show, because this is a show.
Yep. It was so like in one of my physics courses, the final lab was you had to design your own circuit. I designed something different, but this one guy in my class, he designed RAM, like using transistors. Nice. So he made his own memory. Like it was obviously really rudimentary, like only storing ones, but it was still like so cool that he could build it. And I think that on top of like at the same time I was taking a course in computer architecture, so like assembly code, like directly talking to the computer and how operations are calculated and like multiplexers and stuff like that. And at the same time as that, I was taking a course on like C and Python and, just programming languages.
Wow. And, I remember in 1993.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 93, 94. I took a class on computer coding. We used chalkboards.
Wow.
It's a very different thing. My grandmother has a whole bunch of certifications, I heard. Like one of them is I'm certified to repair Apple IIs. And she's like, you should
do
that. And I was like, okay, for the laugh factor, sure, but
that's actually hilarious. Oh, did you know? Okay, this is really off topic, but I'm actually an ordained minister with the Universal Life Church.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can perform marriages or like baptize babies.
Live forever. Win-win.
I don't want to live forever. Like that. No, please. But yeah, so like I was taking.
See, we're the ones that are going to live a long time. You're like 100 years old. I was told I would die.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Actually, a bunch of us, like my friends and I, were talking about this, and they were talking about like, oh, like you can get like cryogenically frozen, and then you can like live for a long time. And then I was like, but why would you want to stick around that long? And everyone looks at me like I'm a monster. Like, yo,
I understand.
Life is like really tiring. I don't want to live that long, But okay, that got really dark really quickly.
Dude, at work, I was doing a bunch of walking and eating a little bit better just because I wanted to drop some weight.
Okay.
And he's like, well, if you go this few extra steps, I was like, nah, fuck that. He's like, yeah, why would you want to live longer? I was like, exactly. Why the fuck would I want to live longer?
Good.
I was supposed to be dead 6 years ago by plan A.
Really? That got very dark.
Plan A was dead 6 years ago.
Oh.
I didn't plan for any of this shit.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you don't regret any of it.
Oh, so. I regret much of it, but there ain't nothing I can do with it.
That's true.
Anyways.
Let's stop talking about how much we want to die. Let's talk about computers. Those are my two favorite topics.
I never said I wanted to die. I'm okay with it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, but anyway, back to computers. So basically, I was studying all these different levels of computers. Are you finished laughing?
Sorry, just that transition.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, so yeah, I was studying all those different levels of how a computer operates, and then like it all made sense to me. Like, you know, I use computers every day, and obviously it's a lot more complicated than just ones and zeros like I learned about in class, but like I understand like on the most basic level how a computer works, and I understand all the way up to like user interface now. Yep. So like that was super awesome, and I think that's what got me interested in computing. So okay, yeah. So last year, like I was talking about RoboHacks, so my role was Director of Technology, and we did a whole lot that year. The grant that we won, actually, we applied for it like 2 weeks before the deadline, so it was super rushed, and like I wrote all the essays and like all the little like description type things for the application, and yeah, so we ended up winning, so that's good. But apparently
apparently function well under pressure.
Yeah, no, that's the only time that I function. And so this year, the guy who was in charge last year was like, I found the leadership experience really valuable last year, so I want to give this to you and to another girl.
And I want this shit again.
Sorry?
And
yeah, basically, it's a lot of work. So she and I are actually now in charge of RoboHacks, which is like incredible. It's a really big deal now.
Yeah.
After our first year. So right. I'm like project manager for it, which is awesome. I know, I sound so official, but also this year, since all the other...
Sounded slightly valley there for a second.
Slightly what?
Valley. Valley girl.
Oh my god.
I'm like so official.
So official. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I am like superficial.
Oh my god. That was good. I appreciate that one. So yeah, this year, since all the other projects on McGill Robotics are actually like building robots, they're busy in the first semester. So she and I are in charge of recruitment for the entire team. So that's
what you're not on the actual robotic team. You do all programming.
No, it's not programming. I still am designing a circuit board this semester for Rover Electrical, but I'm like also project manager for. So I'm doing like two things at the same time. Yeah,
you make a good team because I love to do like the chassis and the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Do you CAD?
No, I don't CAD. I fucking freeform because I don't have resources. See, if I could CAD, that would mean I would have a piece of material to be cut rather than three things I'm going to put together to do something.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be done.
True.
Yeah. No, I don't bother with CAD.
Okay. Yeah, because like all my friends who are doing mechanical work are all using CAD.
So well, yeah, because if you can, like, if you've got access to 3D printing, which I want a 3D printer so fucking bad I could taste it. Oh my god, I just sit and watch videos for hours.
Oh.
I want one so bad.
Yeah.
But I don't have one, and I don't have money like that. I'm not that kind of white guy.
Why I told you to sell your Percocets and like buy a 3D printer.
No, they wouldn't bring in that much. Anyways. But yeah, if you've got access to 3D printing or a CNC machine or something like that, fuck yeah, CAD is the only way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think because a lot of our, like the chassis, it has to be like really precise.
Right.
All the measurements.
But I'll tell you what, I work with a machinist that I would put up against any CNC machine.
I mean, there are definitely people who are good at it, but you have to remember that all of us are like undergrads.
Right.
So we're like, a lot of us are still teenagers, so obviously we're not going to be that good at it.
Well, no, I know that. I'm just saying the dude fucking amazes me.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck can you? This is a 70-year-old milling machine. How the fuck did you make it do that?
Yeah.
Have you seen Ant-Man?
No.
Son of a bitch, then you won't get the joke.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I haven't watched that movie.
The dude's making ants push sugar cubes across the table. He's like, how do you make them do that? But you didn't get that joke.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing this semester for robotics. But other than that, I actually am doing it's like a course technically, so you get credit for it, but it's a research project with a prof. And so she does work with quantum mechanics. And she's working, like right now, her research involves this particle that is its own antiparticle. So naturally, it's quite useful potentially for the field of quantum computing, which is like a perfect mix of physics and computer science for me.
Yeah, quantum computing is some shit. You're using molecular data storage.
Not molecular, like even lower than that.
Oh, level. Yeah, sorry, submolecular.
Yeah, yeah.
This shit is fucking the goddamn silicon storage wafers that one the size of a record, like 2 inches thick, would hold all of human history. Yeah. Every bit of data we've ever accumulated ever, and it all outlived the fucking sun. Yeah. This shit is insane.
It is really cool. So I'm like pretty happy with my situation right now, even though it's stressing me out a lot.
Well, yeah, but you know,
I like the stress. Honestly, I had nothing to do all summer, and I became so depressed because I had no responsibilities. Like I was trying to actively seek out responsibilities, but then there was nothing for me to do. And my parents were like, okay, you've had like a rough year, you should relax. And I'm like, please, no, don't make me relax. Relaxing stresses me out.
You should build me a 3D printer when you get bored.
When I get bored. Yeah, because I know how to do that. It's just like, like a Tuesday afternoon.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm going to get one some way. I don't care how many contests I have to enter. How many times I have to jerk off in a cup, I'm getting one.
Well,
we have jokes here on the show.
Yeah, we do, apparently. If you call that jokes. Where is Jordan?
I don't know. He's 3-dotting in the chat right now, though.
Is he?
He's got his 3 dots just bebopping around. So
the show's just gonna whenever he decides to come on, it's gonna get shittier. So I suggest that you don't.
He doesn't know when they'll leave.
Why can't he just talk to us anyway? Okay, so I guess it's just us.
Well, hey, it was just me last week.
You were just talking to yourself the whole time.
I actually watched 1973 Westworld. And then I watched the 1976 sequel, Future World.
That
was my Friday night, and it was amazing. Westworld is way better than I remember it. Actually,
that sounds exciting.
Well, what it was is it's a fucking old-ass sci-fi movie about a theme park that's all robot. And like in the Western one, you can go in there and have, gunfights with the robots and kill them and shit, and then shit goes amok. It's really great. That
actually sounds like...
It's one of the classic science fiction movies. It's great. It is fucking great. It's way better than I remember it. And I remembered it quite fondly.
When did you watch it first?
Oh, God, when I was a child. My grandfather was a science fiction buff.
Nice.
And he loved him some science fiction. So I got a good, healthy diet of sci-fi. Fucking all the classics.
That's good. See, like my parents weren't really into sci-fi, but I had no friends when I was growing up, so I managed to get into it anyway.
I don't know if that's a prerequisite, but okay.
No, I mean, if your parents aren't into it, then a requirement is probably that you have no friends. So you just sort of make friends with robots instead. My life.
Who was it? Nikola Tesla said.
Okay, but Nikola Tesla also fell in love with a pigeon. So I'm going to take this with a grain of salt.
I know.
What are you saying?
He says you don't meet a lot of the great thinkers because they're too busy in their basements building a new world.
Mm-hmm. True. I'm assuming that applies to you?
No.
You're a great thinker?
I'm just tinkering around with bullshit to kill time until I die.
Well, that's basically what everyone does, so...
I know, but my stuff is literally useless on purpose. It relieves stress. I like to feel creative.
I mean, I think that is the mark of intelligence.
It's more art than engineering.
Well, no, it's combining the two, which is, I think it's brilliant. In robotics, there's so many engineers, and they have problems with communication, and they don't think it's important, and they're not artsy and stuff like that. Which they're all wonderful people, but it's great to have a mix of the two.
Right.
Yeah. So I make sure that I read a lot of philosophy, anthro, a lot of stuff that I would never ever study.
So ampho explosives go on.
No. Just psychology. Mostly philosophy though. I like reading philosophical texts.
I swear to God, if you say "sang soon."
What?
I swear to God, if you say the philosophy of sang soon.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, he was a Chinese warlord that was kind of into torture porn.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's not what I'm into. I'm more into, I read a lot of existentialist literature. So right now, Albert Camus, I've read a couple of books of his and some of his papers, and I really like them. His characters in his novels are the only ones that I can relate to on a personal level out of all the books that I've ever read. So that's nice. Do you read a lot of philosophy?
I don't read a lot at all. I enjoy reading, but it's very difficult.
Oh, well, I mean, you can also do audiobooks.
I do,
right?
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you should try reading some Camus.
I have hundreds.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Books.
That's good.
Because I love reading. I fucking love it. But with dyslexia, it takes a while to get through a paragraph, and it's not that enjoyable when you had to work the whole way through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very true.
That's half the reason I'm not a Canadian citizen.
What?
I couldn't pass the written English exam.
Oh.
I am not fucking joking.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Well, I've been speaking English my whole life. I've never been able to write it. The only reason I know how to spell island is because it is land.
That's how I remember a lot of my words as well, to be honest.
No, I would love to read more, but it would all be fiction.
Well, I mean, I don't mean read. I think I'm using read in place of consume literature. So I think you should, consume this
I stick to mostly fiction.
Really? I can't read fiction. I just feel like it's such a waste of time.
Exactly. Like I said, I'm just here till I'm dead.
Somehow we keep coming back to dying, so maybe we should
I already
just talk
told
about
you Sylvia Plath is your spirit animal.
Sylvia Plath.
So funny to me that you knew how she died.
Yeah.
But not what, why she's remembered.
Because she was a poet.
Right. She wrote all fucking nihilist shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, well, you didn't sound like you knew it. Maybe you were drinking. I don't remember.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, we're going to wrap up part 1 here in a minute.
Alrighty. Nobody's listening to us.
That's okay. I'll edit this part out.
But our conversation is so cool.
I loved it.
Yeah. I don't get lots of chances to talk about like this sort of stuff.
I fucking love this shit. I love fucking tinkering and making something out of a pile of shit.
Yeah.
I like to take a pot. I've got boxes of this and that just scattered around here that someday will get cut into pieces and made into something else.
No, and I think that's so great, and
that's so not hoarding. That's my resources.
It's not hoarding. It's like your guilty pleasure, except it's actually productive
in a way.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been trying to shift my hobbies from being consumptive to being productive. So like instead of watching TV or reading, like I'll try to write something. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I try to, you know, produce stuff and be productive. So like that includes, you know, like even stupid stuff like crocheting. You know, I'm creating something.
You should be a DP.
A what?
A DP.
Whoa. Excuse me?
Dude, filthy-minded. It's director of production.
Director of production of what?
I don't know, something.
Well, that's very vague.
Well, that is. It leaves your options open, doesn't it? I'm not trying to limit you. Stop trying to hold yourself back.
Of production of...
The DP.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. I'm the DP of DP. What up?
Sup.
Sup. I'll just introduce myself like that whenever I get an interview.
I've got the DP handled.
Oh, God. That's enough of that.
Well, okay.
Enough so what else? Day. What else have you been up to? I've been talking about me this whole time.
Well, that's because what you're doing is very interesting. I've been taking hydraulics apart and putting hydraulics together. Yeah.
From where?
Different production plants. It's all stuff that goes into various industrial machining. So it's anywhere from a little teeny tiny cylinder to a massive motherfucker that barely fits in the shop.
Wow, that sounds really interesting.
I have no idea what I'm going to be doing when I walk in the door. I could be doing the simplest, most tedious shit all day, or I could be swinging a sledgehammer for 6.5 hours. It literally can go either way when I show up.
So would you say your job is more physical than like intellectual?
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a because hydraulics, you have to be precise. I've got like a 3/1000th of an inch that I can, for fucking, tolerance.
Really?
And that's everything. That's anything from a 30-inch cylinder that's, 30 inches around on the internal diameter down to one that's 6 millimeters across. I have to be within 0.003 of an inch on my bore sizes, everything.
How do you design those things then?
We have an engineer that works for us that does all the CAD, and we have a machine shop.
Yeah, because I was about to say like the traces on a circuit board that I have to design. They're like 99 thou, so I can't even imagine what like 6 must be like. Like that's
3 thou.
Yeah,
that's my tolerance level, and I'm doing this with the hone. It's a rotary machine that turns grinding stones. And you have to have it set up just right for it to run smoothly.
Yeah.
This machine was hand built by a dude that works with us still in 1973. I shit you not. This is the most wore out,
and it still runs.
Piece of shit, and I make that motherfucker sing. I don't know how. I've never been able to teach people to do it because even my boss doesn't understand how the fuck I do it. And just somehow I have a way with that machine that just, I get shit precise.
Nice. Wait, how exactly do you use that? I'm not familiar with
it. Rotates and it also moves back and forth.
Okay.
So it removes a little bit of material while maintaining the perfectly round. If you get it running right. Otherwise, it'll make it oblonged. Yeah. And
Okay.
that's a bad day. That's a really bad day.
Yeah.
That's
so
a day.
Is it for making components or making?
One of our customers is Mercury Marine. They make engines for boats.
Okay.
V8 engines, outboard engines.
So
It's
those are
all.
like really important to get right.
Oh yeah, it's got to be perfect because our warranty policy is if we fuck up, we'll fix it. That's literally our warranty policy.
Yeah.
I shit you not.
Is it written?
That's our official warranty policy.
Good.
Is if we fuck up, we will fix it. And we will own it every time. If we don't fuck up, then we're going to tell you how it wasn't us and how we know that. But other than that, So I've got to be on the ball.
Yeah.
Chop a piece of my fucking finger off didn't help anything this week.
Yeah. Sounds like you might have to, take some leave from your job because of your finger. Because is that
No, I can't,
most of what you do?
Primarily it's cylinders.
Okay.
And then this, that, and the other thing. I do anything from welding to carpentry to you fucking name it. It's a small company. There's only 11 employees.
Okay, so what's your title? Do you have an official title?
Hydraulic technician.
Okay.
But whatever. If I need to wire up a light, I'm the electrician that day. If I got to clean the fucking toilet, I'm a janitor.
That's really cool.
I have to work for small companies because I can't stand in one place and do one task.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money it pays. I cannot fucking live like that.
Yeah.
I have to be using my skills. I'm a tinkerer. I'm a putterer. I'm pretty good at some things, and I'm going to get myself hurt on other things, but that's my business.
Yeah, but I mean, to what extent should your job reflect your tastes and how you want to spend your time? Like, for example, if you do work in a field that you're interested in, you might start to associate it with like deadlines and responsibility and stress, and then you eventually lose your enjoyment for that thing. So why do you think
I actually know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. When I was 18, I went to work. I love woodworking. I fucking love doing furniture and shit. I went to work at age 18 for my Uncle Joey at his furniture shop. And after 3 fucking months, I hated it because I had to do it on his timeline. I had to do it by this time. And I don't have any woodworking tools.
You just don't do it anymore.
I just don't do it anymore. And that was when I was 18. I'm 36.
Oh my God. That was half your life ago.
Exactly. Half my life ago. And I went back down to South Carolina recently. You don't remember how I told you how I found that robot in my cousin's closet? Yeah. Well, he was moving out of his house and we're emptying out his back room. And I was like, no fucking way. That's Fred's jigsaw, saber saw. Sure enough, it was my grandfather's saber saw. I was like, well, I'm taking this, right?
Yeah, I was going to ask. I hope you took it.
Yeah, no, I've got it right here. That's the next project after Alfie is I'm going to take that apart and, rewind the engines, do brushes, go through it.
That's really cool. Have you considered freelancing, like refurbishing hardware and selling it for
There's
profit?
not enough money in it. And I'm not
really?
I'm not good enough.
No, because if you're fixing stuff like this, then, with that degree
that's
of
the thing. It takes, for me, I have people at work that I can turn to. If I run up against something that I don't know or I'm not sure of, I can go. I'll look stupid and ask. I don't care. I've never looked stupider than when I was trying not to look stupid.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, I don't care. I will ask. I'm 36 years old. I've worked at this company for 5 years. I will go in and ask my boss something I've known since day 2. Just to make sure that I'm right.
Yeah, well, that's the right thing to do.
Right. And, fuck, where was I going with this? What were we talking about?
Well, judging by, how our conversation has been going, we might have been talking about dying.
Oh, no. Okay. But that stuff that I know exactly how it needs to be for industrial spec and everything else. Doing stuff here is just random stuff.
Oh, it's just like general.
It takes me a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I fuck around and watch movies and shit while I'm doing it. It's just...
Yeah, you probably couldn't do that at your job.
No, I asked.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. I asked. I said, I'll just mount a projector to the ceiling up there and project it over there. I just want the sound.
Wow.
That was a no-go. He's like, well, what you watch on it? Game shows? It's like, fuck no, Star Trek.
Yes, Star Trek.
My background.
Next generation. Next generation Star Trek. It's the only Star Trek.
I'm actually going through DS9 right now.
Oh, that's not so bad. That's the one with Janeway, Captain Janeway.
No, that's Voyager.
That's Voyager?
Yep, that's Voyager.
Who's Deep Space Nine then?
Avery Brooks.
Right. Okay.
Cisco. The Cisco.
Yeah.
The motherfucking Cisco. The Defiant is Ben Cisco's motherfucking pimp hand.
Oh my God. You should put that in the.
No, that's not mine. That's not mine. That's SF Debris.
Oh, okay.
Chuck, I stole that from him, but it's a great line, and I'm going to use it.
Yeah, it is pretty great.
As he himself said, I will quote him once more. Why try to restate something somebody else has already said better? Just say what they said and give them the credit.
Good. That's funny that he said that, and then you're.
And then I used that exact quote.
And you attributed it to him.
That is beautiful. I didn't know that was going to happen, but here we are.
Yeah.
The shoe takes twists and turns.
Yeah. So, how did you end up getting that job? Like, what sorts of qualifications did you need to have?
Well, I worked on semi-trucks for a decade before it. Mm-hmm. I didn't work on any hydraulic cylinders at all. Mm-hmm. I interviewed well and said, I've touched at least most of these machines, and it's nuts and bolts. Mm-hmm. Everything is nuts and bolts. All machinery is nuts and fucking bolts. Mm-hmm. It's not one thing. It's 1,000 things stacked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just understand machinery. Engines, shit like that.
Do you find you have sort of like a natural affinity for
yeah. It's a natural aptitude. Yeah. Although there's still one dude in my hometown that refuses to believe that I'm a professional mechanic.
Really? Why?
Oh, because of the dumb shit he saw me do.
Like what?
Like all kinds of dumb shit.
I want to hear these stories. You can't be so vague.
Oh, God. No, just stupid shit. Fucking thinking I could twist up 6 feet of brake line and just stuff it under the axle.
What?
Why don't I have any brakes? Oh, because the axle pushed up and crushed the fucking brake line and all the brake fluid leaked out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dumb shit like that.
Yeah, I can see why he would have that impression.
Hey, Robgineering was not always the science that it is now. Robgineering has evolved. So
that's the important thing, I guess, is that you're not doing that anymore.
Right. I once rewired an entire wiring harness on a Ford Escort with all blue wire.
Oh my, I can't even imagine. Using the same color wire? Like, ugh.
Well, my fucking
oh my God.
ignition in the steering column caught on fire on the road in the middle of the night.
Why would you use the same color wire for everything?
Because that's all I had.
Couldn't you, like, tape?
I did.
Okay, well, now you've lost some respect for me, because I thought that was incredible that you managed to keep track of everything. But
no. I marked the wire before it went in the harness.
I would have marked it too. No, I mean...
I've made a lot of wiring harnesses.
You would have been really smart if you didn't label it and you could still keep track of everything. Is what I was getting.
It's all the exact same wire.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why it would be so hard.
Oh, speaking of death, I lived in a trailer that was owned by the mother of the people that ran the tow truck service in town. Uh-huh. We were also right in front of Ed Brown's rodeo. And on the hill, on the same road as the rodeo, is this really bad set of train tracks where the road goes up at a peak. Mm-hmm. And dude was bringing his prize-winning horse. I know it was prize-winning. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Coming over the tracks and got the trailer stuck. And then a train came through and killed the horse.
Jesus.
Killed the fuck out of it. I know it killed the fuck out of it.
As opposed to not killing the fuck out of it.
Right. I know that it killed the fuck out of it. because they brought the horse trailer into my backyard and left it there. Oh. And it was all full of horse.
Ew.
Ew. But it was also it was a really, really fancy horse trailer. There was blue ribbons everywhere. That's how I know it was a prize-winning horse.
Oh.
They were just probably spread like some fucking slow motion in a movie.
That's really sad.
Exploding outwards.
Why are you telling this story? That's really
because that's where I got all the blue wire. It was out of that fucking trail.
That was the point of that story. That was the point of that story.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god. I was like, okay, like I'm like expecting to hear something related to how you maybe like fixed some part of this guy's car, and then you're like, no, a horse exploded, and I was like, what does this have to do with anything?
Because that's where I got all the blue wire.
That's a pretty great
and then they came and asked me, they're like, have you seen anybody out here next to this trailer? It's like, no, I haven't.
You stole their wire?
I did. In the middle of the night, I saw it hanging out of the side, and I just went out there in the middle of the night and ripped it all out.
That is the coolest thing.
Put it all in a tote and held on to it. I didn't even have a use for it at the time.
That's like almost like grave robbing.
Well, you could call it that.
Horse grave robbing.
Horse
robbing.
Robber. I'm a horse grave robber.
No.
I'm a horse grave thief.
Listen, your name is Rob, though.
Yeah, I know.
So it makes sense.
Sure.
Horse grave Rob. Horse grave Robert.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a cool name.
Horse grave Robert.
Yeah. You should have a TV show of you stealing things out of dead horse trailers.
Oh my God, there was a dude in South Carolina. Somebody was going around with these brand new cell towers. Mm-hmm. And the part about them being brand new is important because they weren't yet wired to the electrical grid. And what they do is they open up the access cover, wrap a chain around all the wire, drag all the wire out, and steal it.
Oh.
Then, there's a lot of fucking copper wire inside a cell tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just hook a chain around it and pull it out with their pickup trucks. Well, some idiot saw this on the news and thought that sounded like a great idea. And hey, there's a cell tower right here down the road. Why don't I hop on down there for a minute and see if I can't get me some copper? And he went down there. He opened up the access cover, grabbed a chain, stuck his arm in, and died.
Yep.
That one was wired to the electrical grid.
Wow.
Dumb motherfucker.
It's like the Darwin Awards.
Yeah, no, well, hey, life finds a way.
Yeah, somehow.
I'm gonna send you a laser diode.
You're gonna send me one?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I got a fucking pile of them.
You're just sending me one?
Yeah, just
I have many to spare, but you're only sending me one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might need them. This again, resources.
What am I gonna do with a laser diode?
You're gonna put 3 volts to it, and then it's gonna project a laser beam. And we live in the future.
It can't be a very high energy laser.
It's not. It's 3 volts.
Yeah.
I don't know what the megawatt is. Shut up. I don't know none of the real shit.
How many gigawatts?
It's like 0.2.
Very precise answer. 0.2 plus or minus about like 50.
Plus or minus 50. That's one of my boss's favorite sayings. I have to be within 0.003 of an inch. I know this. He'll come over and say, well, as long as it's within 50. No, fuck you. I'm not finished. Give me another half hour. I know that you think it doesn't need it, but it fucking does. That's why I don't get that many warranties back.
That's like really important though, to have that sort of stuff be on point, precise.
Right. Yep. And like I said, I'm running it with basically homemade equipment.
Yeah. See, I could never do a job like that because
it has mechanical timers and shit in it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give them credit for figuring all that shit out. Because it does. It automatically goes back and forth and back and forth.
Well, yeah, there's something.
It's kind of a fucked up way of going about it, but it works.
Yeah, I think that's, you learn if it works, like that's it. You don't have to touch it anymore.
Right, why? Fucking engineers.
Yeah.
Engineers. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand your kid needs to go to college. I got that. But fuck off. Some shit just works.
Yeah.
And then you make it so it doesn't work. So then you have to work to fix the thing that doesn't work.
Yeah.
When we have a system that works fucking beautifully.
Yeah. I mean, when people like to invent things, they just do.
I understand new materials.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Sorry, go on.
Oh, okay. But there's a time and a place for that. I mean, I hate fucking people. I fucking hate our species. Because the reason why cars are so fucked up is because they have to look good and they have to be interesting. It's a fucking machine. You have to have so much room for this shit.
I would disagree. I mean, like electric cars, for example, like Tesla Motors, I think what they're doing is necessary.
Well, no, that's fine. If you can make it so that I can take that Tesla car and go get my kids and come back, then I'm all for it. But you can't. Not right now.
Yeah. That's true. And
you can have regenerative braking as much as you want to. That's not going to get me to North Carolina.
Yeah. There's that saying that's like, necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that's not true anymore. I feel like people just invent things to invent things or make money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, usually
you
it's
think
like
Charles Goodyear? Have you ever heard the story of Charles Goodyear?
No.
One of these days I'm going to get told that this is wrong and I'm going to be sad. He inherited a fortune from his parents. And he went to South America and saw the rubber that the people were collecting and knew that he could do something with it, but he didn't know how. So basically 20 years goes by. He squandered his entire family fortune on trying to make this rubber into something. Well, he's out in a shed way out behind in the back of their property, and he doesn't want his wife to know that he's still fucking with the rubber because she's pissed. And he accidentally knocks some salt off in the pressure, or some sulfur in the pressure cooker, and has to leave.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, la-da, in the fucking pot is the thing he's been searching for. He has no fucking clue how it happened.
Yep. That's like pasteurization. How that was developed, or how penicillin. Sorry, I said pasteurization. I meant penicillin.
Okay, how?
It was a total accident. I don't recall the story exactly, but like basically he was trying to grow something else, I think, and he like on his plate there was some sort of mold spore that was growing, and he noticed that the bacteria that he was trying to culture, they were not growing in those areas. So basically he discovered an antibiotic.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool story.
Nice. See, I love little bits of history like that.
Yeah.
Even if you did, say not exactly a lot. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm bad at telling stories. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not much more than an interpreter. I'm not very good at telling stories.
No. Well, I mean, maybe I would be if I didn't keep getting interrupted all the time. Then I would have a chance to develop my storytelling.
Hey, it's just you and me.
Well, you still interrupted me, so...
Hey, that's going to happen occasionally. It's called a conversation.
I recall that you explicitly said when you were inviting me to be on this episode, nobody's going to interrupt you, and now you're the only one here, and you're interrupting me.
Well, there's a difference between being interrupted and having a conversation. I mean, if you want to not get interrupted, you could go on YouTube right now and make a vlog, and then nobody will interrupt you.
Who's going to want to listen to my life? Nobody else cares about my life. I don't even care about my life, honestly.
Shit. But the engineering stuff you're doing is so fascinating.
I know, and it's like I feel kind of guilty about it sometimes because it's like I wish, other people had this sort of opportunity. Because, there are a lot of people in engineering who are there because their parents made them go, and they're not, they're not particularly excited about it. And, like, I just wish that people who are excited about things got the, found those things accessible.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, that's actually part of the point of RoboHacks is to make all that hardware accessible to students. Like, we accept a lot of young students, like pre-university, and we give them access to this sort of hardware, and we give them a bunch of tutorials to learn how to use it. So that's basically their intro into the world of, hardware, software interfacing. Just, just a focus on accessibility.
Right.
And I think that's super important for young people, but also with people who are, older, like you, old people.
See, now, I know what I know at this point, and I smoke entirely too much weed. So
no such thing. No such thing.
Well, I mean, not as far as I'm concerned, but for like math and shit, I can still do basic math, but let's not push it.
But you don't need to do math, right?
No, not for the shit I do.
No, at all. Like, you have computers who can do that for you in a better way, and I think the value of humans is not to like do calculations, it's to figure out what needs to be done.
Tell that to the school.
Yeah, I know. It's
because me sitting down and doing long division is not a better use of my time than just punching a few buttons and finding out what the answer is.
Exactly. I think kids should learn how to code instead of learning, things like that. Maybe learn it once because it's nice to know how to do it manually, because then you understand.
Algebra is fucking useless for 98% of the population.
Is it?
Yes! I don't know that I've ever personally met anybody who needs algebra.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you use it in ways that you don't notice sometimes. Like just simple like subtractions, like, oh, someone gave me $5, I spent $3 on this.
Well, that's subtraction.
Yeah.
That's not algebra.
Well, okay.
Basic math is critical. Mm-hmm. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Arithmetic.
Not arithmetic.
That is arithmetic. Addition, subtraction.
Oh, okay. You're right. My bad. But algebra is fucking useless. Once you get into fucking doing, I don't even remember the terms. When you're doing, X dividends and shit like that.
It's useless for a lot of practical things, but...
Yeah, for most people.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're planning on going
into
why
the
higher education.
Does everybody have to pass it?
To give everyone a chance at, succeeding in higher education, I guess. Because those are necessary skills if you want to do...
Why?
Anything.
Oh, well,
because you need math.
Anything. For any kind of engineering shit like that, yes, absolutely. You're going to need a good math foundation, like all the fucking math if you want to be an astronaut. Mm-hmm. But for anybody else, it doesn't matter.
Anyone who's not in, like, university, I would say.
If you only need it for when you go to school, then what the fuck is the point?
Going to school is the point.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, why make everybody do this when 98% of people don't need it? And the only time you're going to use it is in fucking school.
But you want to give people a chance to learn those sorts of things, because kids don't really know what they want.
I understand.
They don't, like, know what's good for them. Like, kids just want to eat candy all the time and do nothing. But you have to make them.
What's your point?
Do stuff. So kids might not... I have a point. Getting interrupted.
I find your point completely unrelatable.
Unrelatable? Well, you want kids to have the option...
Unrelatable.
But you do want kids to have the option to pursue higher education
option, yeah.
If they want. So they need those things to have that option and to keep that door open.
Why is it required for every person to be good at algebra to get that higher education?
Because a lot of higher education is, math-based.
That's fine. If they're going into a math-based...
Everything is math.
Technically, yes. Mm-hmm. In the real world, it doesn't work like that.
But in the real... We're talking about academia. We're not talking about the real world.
Right. But if you're going in for a degree to be a surgeon, mm-hmm. that literally has very little to do with math unless you're going to be in the medical sciences.
But you have to be in the medical sciences to become a surgeon.
I understand that. Mm-hmm. I'm not Englishing well. This is why I'm not a Canadian. I don't English well. But it's not as crucial. It's not, an understanding of algebra is not really going to help this doctor do an organ transplant. That's all tactile and, knowing the anatomy. Why do they have to do this stringent calculus?
I don't think a doctor is a mechanic. I think doctors have to know, they do have to know a bit of calculus. They have to know differential equations. They have to know, how quickly something is absorbed into blood and a lot of other things like that.
Okay, I get right. But that can all be gotten to through basic math and then extension courses for their specific field.
Everything can be gotten to through basic math.
Right.
Yeah. Algebra is basic math, I would say. Algebra is also an extension. Algebra is also an extension of basic math.
Yes.
Is the thing. So, I don't see why you would have a problem with it.
Once it gets past fractions, unless you're talking engineering principles, shit like that, once you get past basic fractions and thousands of it, there's no point in going further. For anything I have ever done.
Okay, well, there you go. There's that.
Through the perspective of my experiences.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well then that's fair.
Yeah. I'm not saying that nobody needs it. I'm just saying I don't understand why it's so heavily required. Why is it an absolute requirement for everyone?
Well, yeah, like I said, you want to keep those options open. So you want to have a solid foundation in algebra because you will need that in university for many, many fields. Algebra at the minimum, you need calculus for a lot of things too. Like math and physics, obviously, but even biochem, general chemistry, econ, like economics, there's lots of applications of all those sort of higher level math techniques. But everything does just boil down to basic arithmetic.
Right.
Yeah.
Every single answer can be arrived through using multiplication, addition, division, fractionalization, basic core math. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot longer route to get there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just different names.
Right. Well, it's also different. The entire... I can't even put this into words the way that I see this math. Mm-hmm. It's a different language of math. Mm-hmm. It's the next evolution of math. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I can't really I can't operate past the 1.0 software. My fucking hardware requirement apparently doesn't meet the minimum. Because that shit, I took 3 years of intro to algebra. Mm-hmm. Intro to algebra.
Yeah, well...
3 years.
Some people just, math just is not for them. Some people are just good at math naturally. I don't know.
Oh, I'm really good at growing weed. I don't know if that's like a life skill, but I'll count it as something I do well.
Well, you need to consider growth rates. You need to consider sun exposure. That's all math.
I don't use the sun. That's too unpredictable.
It literally rises and sets every day. That's like
yeah, but
the one thing that you can catch.
Weather conditions.
That's true, but then how are those weather conditions calculated? Using math.
Well, that's fine. I just eliminate that and use high-pressure sodium lamps, and I'm all good. See, I use
you won. You won.
I pay for electricity to do the math for me. Fuck you, clouds. Fuck you. Eat a dick, cloud.
I completely agree.
You agree that clouds should eat dicks?
Mm-hmm. Lots of them.
Lots of dicks. Oh, well, since it was just us, you know what? I think that was a pretty damn good conversation, Cham.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy to nerd out on all this shit for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you ever want to talk about this stuff, please do, because I get super excited about it also.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one rule, well, when I was hosting the show, and since I am hosting the show this week, my number one rule is as long as the conversation's engaging,
it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good in the fucking Schuberhood.
All good in the hood.
All good in the Schuberhood. I wasn't going to say that, but go on.
Okay, well, yeah, I think this was a good shoe. I don't know if it'll be accessible to a lot of people who are listening, but
check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes, the quote-unquote shoe. The quote-unquote shoe group on Facebook. It's a closed group. You just have to search for it. At the quote shoot on Twitter. You can find us on Twitch every Friday at the quote shoe. And other shit.
You should write all this down. I feel like that would be a good idea.
No. Where's the fun in that?
True.
Pow.
You good?
Okay, we're done streaming.
Okay. Sweet. To our 0 viewers.
That's fine. That's actually more of a backup than anything. It's another place that records it.
Okay.
So I'm recording it on 2 computers and on the Twitch channel.
Why do you have 2 backups?
Because shit has gone bad before.
Oh, okay.
Look, when you're doing everything out of nothing, shit fucks up.
True.
Sometimes the mic doesn't work. Sometimes the file is just gone. And shoes have been lost. The very first one. My microphone did not record any of it.
No, that's like history.
Yeah, no, and it was a great shoe. The very first one was fucking great.
Yeah.
It was me, Jonathan, and Jared.
How long ago was that?
Almost 2 years.
Wow, that's insane. How long have I been
Actually,
part of it?
No, it's probably... Yeah, it's coming right up on 2 years. You've been around since, like, the 12th shoe.
Which is how many years? 1?
A year and a half ago.
Okay. Wow. And I made llama jokes.
Jordan was on the first one that made the air.
Oh.
It was me, Jordan, and Jared. Which that was a pretty good conversation. Jordan talked about how he talked his way into and out of a 3-way.
Wait, I think I know this story.
It was a hilarious story, and I loved him for telling it.
Yeah, I think
apparently he had 2 girls talked into a 3-way and didn't realize it and kept hitting on them.
I feel like, yeah, he told me that story. I think my ex-boyfriend was there too.
It's a good story.
It is a good story. It's pretty funny.
That's how the very first shoe. Jared talked about some homeless dude cutting a fucking hole in his bathroom to make a glory hole.
How does a homeless dude have a bathroom?
No, in the cafeteria he works at for the school.
Oh, okay.
Some homeless dude went in there and made a hole in the stainless steel wall, but they found no tools on him. And I'm like, I just love the idea of him sitting there with a ballpoint pen and just eroding the hole out.
Yeah, that's dedication.
He goes in there every day for an hour and just draws a circle, draws a circle, draws a circle. That would eventually erode it.
Yeah, that is true dedication.
How the fuck he made a hole and what he thought was going to happen.
Oh, hey, I've been meaning to ask you, do you watch World Peace on Adult Swim?
No.
You should.
I don't watch cable at all except for South Park.
Okay, well, this stuff you can all find online. Do you know who Sam Hyde is?
Nope.
Okay, he's like this comedian. He's pretty great. He makes fun of everything about, today's culture, like hypersensitivity.
Oh, I may know who he is, but I don't know him by name.
Okay, I'll send you something by him. I'll send, like, my favorite segments that he's done
all this modern humor, I don't get it.
It's supposed to be absurd, I think.
I know, I understand that, but I don't get the entertainment value of the absurdity.
Really?
After like a month of absurd shit, I was done.
Well, that's your
Adventure Time. I made it like 3 seasons into Adventure Time, and that's pretty much all I gave a shit to watch of any of this new shit.
Adventure Time is not even that absurd, honestly.
I understand. I understand that. I tried to watch an episode of Super Jail.
I don't know what that is.
And that hurt. It used to be an Adult Swim show, and it was fucking horrible as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, it's like one of these great pieces of animation. Well, fuck you. It was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of people yelling.
Yeah. Well, that's not really absurd. That's just like, like Dane Cook, like how his comedy shows go. Just yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey. Everybody's got their own style.
Mm-hmm. So when can I expect this to be up?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
Yep.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, no. The way it works is every Saturday I've got the kids all day.
Mm.
And
can they be on the show?
No, fuck you.
What?
They're not allowed to listen to this till voting age.
Oh, okay, I see your point. I would like to meet them as well.
Actually, here's another fucked up thing. It is literally true that half the reason why I've done the show is that my kids have a piece of me forever. Oh. Hundreds and hundreds of hours of recordings of me.
It is. That's a really good way to look at it. I think that's. I mean, is this really the you that you want them to remember?
Yes, I want them to know the real me.
Okay.
Not this whoever they remember me to be, this genius of engineering, this Madonna of the trash.
Really? Because I think I would like to be remembered as a Madonna of the trash.
No, I want them to know the real stupid son of a bitch that was their dad. The real dumb motherfucker that literally got stuck under an ambulance while he's sledding.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, that's a really convenient place to get stuck.
No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not.
Well, it's right there. The ambulance.
No, I went under and I didn't come out.
Oh, well, obviously you did come out at some point.
I went fast. Yeah. Yeah, 45 minutes later when somebody showed up with a jack to pick the ambulance up.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was horrible.
That sounds like an interesting story. You should, okay, so next week's show should be about, like, near-death experiences, I think.
I worked an entire summer for this farmer. Mm-hmm. See how much better you are for checking us out on SoundCloud and iTunes? I worked an entire summer, and the only thing I got paid that entire time was at the end of summer, the day school started, I got a Mach-Z snowmobile, a Skidoo. It was a 770, 3-cylinder, 3-carburetor, liquid-cooled snowmobile with a beast of a crotch rocket engine in it.
Oh my god, that sounds wonderful.
I had that motherfucker up to 130 in a field.
That's incredible.
No, that was stupid as fuck.
Okay, but it sounds awesome.
One divot and I would have been paced. Anyways, I fucking wrecked that thing halfway through that first winter. I twisted the whole sled. The body was trash. The motor, on the other hand, survived brilliantly. Even the radio.
Did you harvest it?
Oh, you're fucking right, I did.
Nice.
I was 17. I had a fucking Yamaha, I forget, Odyssey go-kart. Full roll cage. It was decent go-kart. Well, the 15-horse Briggs & Stratton motor crapped out. So, through a series of dumb shit that shouldn't have worked, I put a 770 3-cylinder, 3-carburetor crotch rocket engine with a fucking, what's that called? A differential clutch? Where it's direct drive, but the clutch engages over time. So it works similar to a transmission. That's how snowmobiles, they're technically direct drive.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a differential clutch. Put that directly to a fucking, what is it, like a 7-inch around inner diameter wheel. Little go-kart wheel. Well, my friends said, we went to Route 41 in New York, and there's like this 70-mile stretch that is like dead level, dead straight. Everybody calls it the dragway.
Oh God.
And
I can see where this is going.
Yeah, I go out there, and my friends are behind me in a fucking Mazda Miata. I'm not kidding. And they're following me, and they said they backed off at 80 miles an hour because it's a 55-mile-an-hour speed zone.
Mm-hmm.
So they backed off, and I kept going for a while.
Oh my God.
And then, because this was a decent go-kart, it had full skid plating on the bottom. So it's fully plated on the bottom. I'm driving past, I have to be going 100 miles an hour.
Oh my God. In a go-kart?
In a go-kart. Like a smart person. Because I'm smart. Do smart things. So I'm just hauling ass down the side of this fucking 2-lane highway, and here comes a semi-truck the other direction. And the wind got under the go-kart, and I flipped it at 100 fucking miles an hour.
Oh my God.
How the fuck am I alive?
How are you alive?
How the fuck am I alive?
That's
How did I only shatter my shoulder and that's it?
Wow.
That was my injury from that, was my shoulder got fucking destroyed. But I flipped a go-kart at what had to have been between 80 and 100 miles an hour. Because that was a screaming fucking moment.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. And then like before we moved to Milwaukee like 6 years ago, after I've done all this dumb shit on vehicles and went balls to the wall every time, went over a friend of mine's house, and I got on a 75cc 2-stroke quad.
Okay.
Not even a big quad. And you have no idea the shit this man has seen me do on a quad. I get it. I'm putted up. I get it into second gear. I go, you know what? Popped it right back down into first gear. Putted it back over to him. Said, "There's your quad." Like, what happened to you, man? You used to be the first one to build a jump. I was like, yeah. And how many times did I eat shit? Now I'm scared. I didn't learn shit. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I am saddle shy. Because as soon as I got it up into second gear, my heart went, no, fuck you. Not again. Never again. We are done with this. You hear me? Or I'll take us both out.
Natural selection.
Yeah, no. I should have died from a lot of the dumb shit I did.
Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, we should do an entire shoot based on that. Because I think other people have stories like that. Like, Jordan and I actually got in a car crash once.
Damn.
Yeah, we got hit by a pregnant lady.
Damn!
Yeah. It totaled our friend's car, and you know those lampposts? We crashed into a lamppost, and the lamppost was like broken. Like, it was a pretty insane crash, and nobody got hurt.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's riding down through the country in the middle of the night. I'm way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. 7 miles from gas. So, boonies. Just riding down the road in the dark in the backseat with my girlfriend, cuddling and shit, and all of a sudden, boom, in the side of the car is a fucking deer. A deer just fucking ran into the side of the car while we're driving down the fucking road. Fucked the car up. Scared my girlfriend's dad so bad he literally pissed his pants. Yep. Wow. Yeah, that was woof. Bad. That was fucked up. Just out of nowhere. It's pitch fucking black. It's like 10 o'clock at night. And I don't know if you've ever been out in the middle of nowhere, but there's no lights.
Yeah.
I know. And that's the way I fucking like it, but that's neither here nor there. And yeah, just out of nowhere, fucking deer.
I feel really bad for that deer.
Fuck that deer. That deer was stupid. That deer literally tried to die. I'm not going to get in front of him.
And it must have also seen the headlights, so it knew that something was there. Okay, well, I have to go now.
Okay.
I have so much homework to catch up on.
Oh, hey, that's right the time we said it would end.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you for having me. Good shoe. And, next week...
It's just, hey, for just the two of us, I think we got a damn good shoe.
I think we did. I think nobody else, who's normally on the shoe, has this sort of, nerdy obsession with technology and like computers and building shit. So
that's why I was just fine not inviting anybody else on this week.
I was actually like curious about how you were intending to incorporate Jordan into this, since he is like
I would have found a way.
Old person who doesn't use technology.
I would have found a way.
Okay.
I would have diverted onto other shit for a minute.
For a minute. Interrupted me. So Jordan, let's talk about you.
Oh, first of all, that sentence has never been uttered on the shoe.
Ooh. Ooh. He's not even here. You can't be roasting him like that. That's not fair.
Oh, I've got an audio clip that I'll throw up here and there on him.
Okay.
It's Jared going, oh, speaking of Jordan, hey, Jordan, that's enough about Jordan.
Good.
Okay. There was no editing to that. That's how Jared said it.
Oh, Jared. Jared's great.
I know. I miss Jared.
Yeah. I miss being on this shoe with all of you guys.
I know.
I haven't spoken to you guys in a long time.
But you had alcohol.
Actually, now I had so much at one point that I'm unable to process it now. Ah. Yeah, it's really sad. Like, I can't even, like at all. How's that sad? Because it's like the only way that I could relax legally. Yeah.
For now.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see what my boy JT, Justin Trudeau.
Right.
We'll see.
Let's see if he lives up to his hype.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who's had hyped all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if he does it.
Yeah.
Then you might have a visitor to come check out some of your robots. I'll go up there. You'd be working on fucking Eve.
That'd be funny.